I'm Jimmy James, you're watching Catch It Live First. Thanks for joining me. This afternoon, we've got a cracker for you. Wigan Warriors hosting the Warrington Wolves on the Magic Weekend up in Newcastle. So home advantage to neither side. Similar to Las Vegas. But we know what happened there. Disappointing performance from Warrington. They'll be hoping to put that right today. I put in the description of this live stream, the mid-table, sitting in 8th Warrington, but inconsistent all season so far. So hopefully they'll be, if you're a Warrington Wolves fan that is, you'll be looking for a bit of consistency starting today against Wigan Warriors. Wigan Warriors, I have to say, I am a Wigan Warriors fan. They'll be looking for 2 points to keep the pressure on Lee, who currently sit above them by, I think it's 1 point, and Hull KR, who round 10, they've won their game. They have moved 4 points clear of Wigan and sit at the top. Go through the team lineups quickly. Warrington, they go with Dufty, Thewlis, Ty, Vaughan, Curry, Fitzgibbon, Yates, Powell, Ratchford, Holroyd, Leyland, Lindop and Thewlis. The Warriors go with Field, Miskey, Kieran, Wardle, Marshall, French, Smith, O'Neill, Thompson and Sember, Farrell, Ellis and Byrne. And we kick off in 6 seconds. It is going to be Warrington who get us underway, kicking from left to right, playing in the yellow tops, blue shorts. Wigan are in the all-purple, one of their away kits. They've got the dark blue, haven't they, as well? Obviously, cherry and white when they're at home, but they've got the dark blue away kit and the purple kit. Conditions up on Tyneside, perfect for rugby league. This first set of 6 for Wigan. They're making decent ground so far. Approaching halfway. Just inside their own 40, actually. Thought about kicking on the third there, did Smith. However, thought against it. Now it's the 5th tackle. Now Smith will kick just outside his own 40. It's a high kick down Warrington's right-hand side. Picked up by Dufty. Drives it forward. He'll be starting about 13 yards out from his own goal line. Interesting there, Dufty, aware of Wigan's plan with these high kicks, straight away, infield. Infield, so you're not getting driven into touch. Which is Wigan's forte, it's got to be said, when it comes to these high kicks into the corner. They're not always necessarily looking for a try. They're looking for the defender to... Wigan have just been caught offside there. Often they're looking for the defenders to catch the ball. Then they can drive them into touch. Another set of 6 coming, you see. But teams are wise to it. Yeah, it's 2 or 3 players offside there for Wigan. Main culprit was Liam Byrne, looking to get into the face of Warrington early. I had a little wager on this. I had under 42.5 points. I've got a feeling it could be tight. Could be a tight game with defences on top. Vaughan drives that one in. Met by a wall of purple. 2 tackles completed. Warrington throwing it about just outside Wigan's 20. They've got an overlap on the outside. Wigan have got defence over there with Bevan French. Then I think that might be knocked on. Dufty's gone over the line there and is claiming the try. He's quite happy with it. On-field decision, no try. They had the overlap. They got around Wigan on Warrington's left-hand side there. And Wigan, Bevan French did manage to get over. Did manage to get over and make the tackle. Lindop's got hold of the ball. I think he's lost the ball. Yeah, he's knocked it. He's knocked that forward. And yeah, I thought Lindop might have, just as he hit the floor there and Bevan French one-on-one in the tackle, he kind of lost the ball forward, then rolled it backwards. It was picked up by Dufty, who went over. For the no problem with the grounding of the ball, it's just whether there's a knock on here. An early scare for Wigan either way. Just as I'm saying, I think it's going to be tight and defences will be on top. Yeah, he's knocked it forward. For me, no try. And that's without Wigan rose tinted glasses on. There's a point. Put your glasses on, Jimmy. Hopefully on-field decision coming through now. No try. Could be a knock on. Wigan scrum, head and feed. Early warning there though from Warrington. So as I was saying, yeah, I had a little wager under 42.5 points in the match. I'm expecting defences to be on top. What they said, commentator's curse, that almost was. Marshall drives it forward, just gets over his own 10. He's met by Ty. Now it's been driven in by Wardle. Only makes a couple of metres there though. 2 tackles gone. Wigan have hardly gone anywhere. Miski's trying his luck. He's lost his boot in the tackle. Or somebody lost the boot. It was Powell who lost his boot, sorry. Wigan, 4 tackles gone. They've made not a lot of ground here. They're only just about 25 yards out. Referee stops play while Powell gets his boot on. And Sember kindly hands it back to him, supporting some nice dreadlocks. O'Neill in at dummy half. Short pass to Liam Burney. Just gets over the 30. Wigan, Harry Smith is going to be kicking from deep. It's a high, good kick. Picked up by Dufty on his own 10. But by the time he makes contact with the first Wigan players, he's on about the 22-yard line. In the contact there, he's dropped the ball. Whether there was a hand in, it looks like the referee is quite happy with that it was just contact and a loose carry. So a mistake there by Warrington early on. Wigan have got numbers on the right-hand side now, 10 yards out. They've got an overlap. Bevan French cuts inside, though, to Field. Field, he's tackled about 8 yards out. So an early error by Warrington could prove costly. Byrne drives it in. He's about 7 yards out. Pretty central under the posts. A pass to Cade Ellis there. He does well to pick it up. Not a good pass at all. 3 tackles gone. O'Neill goes right this time. It's with Farrell. Farrell cuts inside. He's tackled. He's about 5 metres out. 4 tackles completed. In at dummy half, Bevan French. Spreads it left to O'Neill. Missed pass to Byrne. Missed pass to Smith. And Sember drives it. Makes contact. It's about 7 yards out. 5th tackle coming up. O'Neill goes left to Smith. Smith now runs right across the 10-yard line. Then he straightens it up. I think Wigan are just going to be happy. Oh, 6 again. 6 again. I'm not sure what for there. Thompson drives it in. Runs into Byrne as well. So he just takes the tackle there. O'Neill at dummy half. Long pass right to Bevan French. French referee says he's knocked it on. I thought it went off his hand and backwards. But the referees these days, even if the ball goes backwards off a Wigan player, if you don't take it, more often than not now they give it as a knock on. Definitely went backwards there. I would be well, they won't do a captain's challenge. It's too early, isn't it? But so Wigan let Warrington off the hook there with a poor pass. After getting 6 again on Warrington's 10-yard line. This will be a scrum head and feed to Warrington. On their own 10-yard line. Centre field. Ratchford puts the ball in the scrum. Driven forward by Ty. Warrington are about just approaching their own 30-metre line. Still centre field. Powell in at dummy half. 3 tackles completed. Vaughan drives it forward. Pushes Cade Ellis back, but Nsemba's there with Brad O'Neill and Thompson. 4 tackles gone. Just inside their own half. Kick over the top, but it's going to find Liam Marshall, who took it on his own 25-yard line. He's already up to the 32, 33, 34, and he's pushing his way forward. Smith's in at dummy half. Short pass to Miskey. Miskey drives it over the 40. Legs pumping. Just short of the halfway line. 2 tackles gone. Poor kick that from Warrington. Thompson drives it in. Met by a wall of yellow. Kerry was in there as well with Powell. Cade Ellis over the 40 looking for the offload. Decides against it. Keeps hold of it. 4 tackles gone. O'Neill spreads it right to Bevan French. Little miss pass there. It's with Field in the line. Short pass to Miskey. Miskey's up to the 10. 5th tackle. Good kicking position this for Wigan. Kieran. Long pass from Bevan French. They're coming down this left-hand side. Smith puts a chip into Warrington's right-hand corner. Marshall goes up for it. I think Marshall might have knocked that on. And Dufty bats it out of play. I'm not sure if they've given it looked like a knock-on from Marshall, possibly. No, it was a knock-on by Warrington, it looked like. So what's the referee doing? Captain's challenge coming. Wigan are challenging the decision of a knock-on, so they must be pretty confident. First initial thoughts, I thought Marshall had knocked it on, but when he had a second look, I think it was Dufty who's knocked it on. Not Dufty, Thewlis. So they were onside, there's no problem there. But it's whether Thewlis has knocked this on or Marshall. So Marshall and Thewlis both compete for the ball in the air. And then it came off. Oh, it did come off Thewlis' hand. Well, it came off his forearm there, but I think that went backwards. So then is there a knock-on by who got a knock-on next? Well, it's been knocked out of play by Dufty. So that should be challenge upheld, and it should be a Wigan. Successful challenge. Challenge successful. So it was not dead by Dufty. That'll be a goal line dropout. Yeah, it did look like initially, at full speed, it looked like Marshall had knocked it on, but in slow-mo you could see it came off Ulysses' forearm. So Ratchford gets us back underway from the goal line dropout. It's up to the 40. Thompson's driving it back in. So Wigan will be starting 35 yards out. O'Neill in at dummy half. Spreads it left to Smith. And it's with Wardle. He's a little bit static when he took that, so he cuts inside. Doesn't want to be driven over the sideline. Marshall's in at dummy half. Wigan spreading it right. It's straightened up by Byrne. Byrne drives it. Warrington have been pinged for offside here. Just wondering what Wigan are going to do from this penalty. Yeah, Powell was about 3 yards offside there. Lazy play, really, that. Just wondering what Wigan are going to do. Are they going to be looking at going to be looking at points on the board, or are they going to try and press home this pressure that they're now applying onto Warrington? 9 minutes gone. We're going to just starting to turn the heat up on Warrington. Warrington have not helped themselves really with a couple of errors. Not Wigan. They're driving it in. They're up to Warrington's 10. O'Neill in at dummy half. Short pass to Smith. Smith sweeps it right to French. French to Field. Field will go over. On-field decision. Video referee. Are they going to go for an obstruction? Possibly. On-field decision. Try for the Warriors. I think they're just checking if there was a little bit of obstruction, perhaps. It was a lovely sweeping pass from Harry Smith to Bevan French. Then Farrell into the line. Didn't really affect Ratchford. There was contact, but he pulled out of it and Ratchford started moving to his left. So didn't affect Ratchford at all. Yeah, you can't be saying that's not a try. It should be the opening score for Wigan. Video referee for me, it's a try. Try for the Warriors. First on the scoreboard after almost 10 minutes. Be a tricky kick for Kieran. It's not right out on the touchline. He's about 6 yards in from the touchline, so I'd expect him to be getting that. All this came about from an error from Warrington returning a ball that got dislodged, and Wigan kept that pressure on. Warrington were caught offside as well. Wigan decided against the two. Too early for that anyway. Great kick from Kieran right through the middle. Wigan Warriors 6, Warrington Wolves 0. Yeah, Wigan kept the pressure on, kept turning that screw. Lovely pass from Smith to Bevan French. Smith, he found that man, Jai Field. Field cut the line without any issues, really. Encouraging start for Warrington, though, if you're a Wolves fan, because they almost got over early doors. Just a little knock on. Denying them a try. Long kick there. Marshall takes it on his own goal line. Little pass to Byrne. Byrne, he's met by 3 Warrington Wolves players. Vaughan was in there. And Sember drives it forward. 2 tackles gone. Wigan are only about 13 metres from their own goal line. 2 good defensive sets there from Warrington so far. Brad O'Neill drives it over Wigan's 20. Gets driven back a yard. 3 tackles completed. Thompson trying to get to Wigan's 30. Can't do it though. He's about 27 yards out, I would say. O'Neill in at dummy half. Spreads it to Thompson. Thompson to Smith. Smith to Field. To Wardle. Coming down this left-hand side. Missed tackle there. Into Field. Field's driving down the field. Little pass into Bevan French. The referee got in the way there and got absolutely flattened. The referee's on his back. Warrington, the referee stands up, blows his whistle. Another try for Wigan. So Warrington were not happy there because the referee kind of was in the way. But he got absolutely mullered, the referee. He was rolling around on his back like a dead fly. But sadly for Warrington, the referee doesn't count when it comes to obstruction. Who was it who flattened the referee? There was a missed tackle from Ty on Field, and Field got on Wardle. Wardle got through the gap inside to Field, and Field short pass to French, and the rest is history. Nobody at home for Warrington. Yeah, not a good attempt at a tackle there from Ty. He just kind of put his arm out, and it wasn't enough to stop the Wigan Warriors. Good fast hands there from Wigan. That, we'll call that, I mean, the try has been given. We'll call it a flat pass from Field to French. French was backing up on the inside of Field. And, yeah, it will go with a flat pass. Simple kick coming up for Adam Kieran. This will be 2 from 2, and it should be a 12-0 lead for Wigan with 14 minutes gone. Straight through. Since that early opportunity for Warrington, it's almost as though maybe subconsciously they've thought this isn't going to be our day, because they've kind of not upped the game on the back of it, shall we say. There's been missed tackles and mistakes, and it's costing Warrington at the moment. We're back underway. Kick's taken from Marshall inside to Byrne. Byrne drives it up to the 10. And that's where Wigan will be starting from. Wigan have had 76% possession so far. And that's after almost 15 minutes. That's a lot of possession, and it's a lot of work for Warrington, especially, you know, on a warm day like this. I don't know what the tackle count is, but it's going to be high for them. Wigan up to their own 20. 3 tackles gone. Farrell drives it in. He gets about 4 yards where he's put to the floor. O'Neill in at dummy half. Spreads it left to Ellis. Once again. Yeah, that's a poor pass from Ellis this time. Doesn't go to Smith's hand. And Semba picks it up. Gets to his own 20. Smith puts a kick in about 18 yards out from his own goal line. Lands on the 30. It's taken by Thulis. Thulis drives it up to his own 40, where he's met by Byrne, Ellis and Wardle. Wiggins lines up quickly there. They're not offside there, but they're pushing it, shall we say. They're trying to get into the face of Warrington before they can get anything moving. For me, Smith looked a bit offside there. Referee's not give it though, all the assistants, so all must be good. 3 tackles gone, and the Wolves are just inside Wigan's 40 now. Trying to come down this right hand side. Poor pass. Referee says that one went backwards, even though there was no difference between that one and Bevan French. 5th tackle. High kick comes in. Fields underneath it on his own 10. Makes a mess of it. Marshall picks it up. Marshall, I thought he was offside there. Right, now they've stopped. Now they're saying it was a knock-on by Wigan. I think this has come from the touch judge. So Fields underneath it. It comes off the arm of Field, but kind of off his shoulder, and then Marshall picks it up. Well, for one, Marshall would have been offside. 2, it would have been a knock-on. Yeah, Warrington scrum. So is this the moment Warrington have been waiting for? First real mistake from Wigan. They're on Wigan's 10, central. Coming down this left-hand side. Duffy tries to break the line there. He had Lind up on his outside, but kept hold of the ball. Another set of 6 there. Farrell messing about the play of the ball. Vaughan's trying to drive over the line. He's pushed back by Field and Thompson. Powell in at dummy half. Spreads it right to Rashford. Second tackle, they'll be starting on Wigan's 10. Lost a bit of territory there. They won't be bothered though, Warrington. Rashford. Now they've got an overlap on the outside. And it was an easy Pulis there. Over for Warrington. Created the overlap, Warrington there, and executed that beautifully. It's got to be said. The Warrington fans are celebrating. Why wouldn't they? It's going to be a difficult kick to come. But that's Pulis' second try in this 2025 Super League season. It all came from that mistake from... I wouldn't say a mistake from Field because he was just under so much pressure. But it was a lovely pass from Duffy there. Missed out Lindop. And, yeah, no problem at all there for Pulis. Warrington out-Wiganed Wigan there. Nice attacking play from the Wolves. Difficult kick to come now because it will be right on the touchline. But currently Wigan 12, Warrington 4. 19 minutes gone. Quick shout out. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. Live chat is open. Let us know what your thoughts are. Are you a Warrington Wolves fan or a Wigan Warriors fan? Maybe neither. Maybe your team's already played this weekend. Rashford, eyes up the post. 57% probability that this goes over. We'll see. No, he's pushed it across the post there. Difficult kick there for Rashford. So it stays Wigan 12, Warrington 4. Why is that not updating? We can get us back underway. Put it to Rashford, who takes it on about 5 yards out, trying to get up to his own 10. Little pass inside. They'll be starting from about 5 yards out there. Will Warrington under their own post. Vaughan drives it in. Gets a nice offload there. Nice offload to Powell. Duffy. They've got around Wigan here. Lindop onto the wing. He plays a little kick pass inside. And Duffy picks it up. 5 yards short of Wigan's try line here. Wigan have got numbers back now, but the defensive line is not set. It's being driven in by Curry. He's going to be put to the... Are they going to let him go over there? That's another penalty there given against Wigan. It was that little offload that caught Wigan out. And Warrington made the most of that. So they've now got a penalty right under the post, about 5 yards out. Powell with the ball. What's he want to do? He's not going to go for the 2. Is he? Fitzgerald. Ah, that's why they're waiting. Fitzgerald was just hobbling back into play. Took a knock in that previous play. So Warrington being smart there, just holding things up while he gets back into his position. Holroyd drives that one in. He's about 5 yards out. Powell's in at dummy half. Now they're trying to come down the left-hand side, Warrington. Rashford up to the 10. He's wrapped up by Thompson, Byrne and Farrell. 2 tackles gone. Powell in at dummy half. Coming down the right-hand side now, Warrington. And Sember almost got stepped there. Use that strong arm, though, to keep the Wolves player in check. Now they're trying to come down the touchline. They're going to get dragged into out of play here. Yeah, that ball's on the line. It's going to be a good defensive set there from Wigan. And Warrington will be a little bit disappointed. They still have tackles left there. And it was Taj who got... He couldn't get to the floor. Marshall was in attendance. Field was there. And Wardle. Good initial contact from Wardle, keeping that ball up and stopping Wolves getting to the floor. So we can bring that ball out about 13 yards out, pretty central. Wigan up to their own 20 with Farrell. O'Neill's in at dummy half. Now Thompson drives it in. Doesn't make any yardage after contact, but Wigan approaching their own 30. 3 tackles completed, and Sember gets over. Thought that was a high tackle, and Sember did as well. Referee disagrees. O'Neill, short pass to Thompson. Thompson to French. French puts a kick in over the top. There's nobody at home, really. Can't get the 40-20, though. It just stays in field, and it's brought back by Dufty. Wolves 2 tackles gone, and they're about 13 yards out. Rashford spreads it right. Taj drives it in up to his own 20, but then he's driven back by Sember and Cade Ellis. Trying to get up to their own 30 yet. They're putting the kick in on the 4. Awful kick, though, right down the middle, straight at Field. Field, little handoff there to Marshall. Marshall drives it forward. He's picked up and pushed back. So we're going to be starting on their own 30. Smith in at dummy half. Short pass to Wardle. Wardle over the 40. Met by Holroyd. They are right on the centre line there, Wigan. 3 tackles gone. They're trying to come down this left side. Field breaks the line. He needs support, does he not? He puts the afterburners on. Totally wrong foot Dufty. And it didn't quite look right, this, for some reason. The way the line was broke by Field. He put that afterburner on. Yeah, the hard win upstairs. On-field decision is a try. But it just didn't look right. But when he lights the afterburners, Field, he goes from 0 to 60 in the blink of an eye. And it was too much for Warrington to deal with. And then he got the side step on Dufty. So what were they? There was contact between Sember and that's what happened. There was contact between Sember and a Warrington Wolves player, and then a Warrington Wolves player went on the floor, and that was the gap that Field ran through. Might get chalked off this one, although I've got a feeling it might have been a Warrington Wolves player who took out his own player. Leave this one to the video ref. That's where he gets paid for. I go try. No try. Chalked off. So that initially it didn't quite look right. Either way, let's move on. No try. It remains Wigan 12, Warrington 4. 25 minutes gone. From that penalty, Warrington will be starting on Wigan's 40. Spreading it to that left-hand side. Vaughan is met by Farrell, Ellis. He's getting driven back towards the halfway line. Evan French was in there, lending a hand. Powell in at dummy half. Spreads it right. Tie just over the halfway line. Wrapped up by Wardle and Smith though. Pulis in at dummy half. Holroyd trying to get up to Wigan's 40. They're not making much territory here, to be honest, aren't the Warrington Wolves. That was a no-arms tackle there from Ellis. It looked like he put the shoulder in. In fact, the referee has blown. Yeah, he's pinged him for it. It was a tackle on Curry, and Ellis took exception to the decision as well. Good job there's no contact with the head there, because if there was, he'd probably be having an early bath. Yeah, they're saying no arms tackle. Just move on. There's no card or anything like that. Nothing more than a penalty. So, Warrington, they'll be on Wigan's 30. Walters has come on as a substitute. Can't see who's gone off. Has Liam Byrne gone off, maybe? I missed that, so apologies. I've just spotted Walters there. I'll go with Liam Byrne. Once again, flat pass there. Fitzgibbon drives it in. Tackle there, man and ball. Oh, Wigan have got into the faces of Warrington Wolves there. It was a man and ball tackle, and it's been knocked on by the Warrington Wolves. Yes, it was who knocked that on. Brad O'Neill in the tackle. Referee was perfectly positioned as well to see that knock on. So once again, Warrington Wolves shooting themselves in the foot when they had a promising field position and tackles remaining. Kieran gets us back underway. He's up to about the 15. He's met by Vaughan, and Doulis is in there. Fitzgibbon's in there. O'Neill spreads it to Walters. Walters over the 20. No chance of a handoff there. There's four Wolves players around him. And Semba, what can he do? Holroyd picks him up. Good strength from the little Holroyd, picking up the big and Semba. Drives him backward. 3 tackles gone. Now, is that going to be not standing square at the play of the ball, maybe? Leyland got his, not standing square, and got his, involved in play. So the referee gives the penalty to Wigan. They'll be starting on Warrington's 30 as we approach 30 minutes. Tyler Dupree's on as well. O'Neill's in at dummy half, spreads it right to French. French keeps it going to Walters. Walters straightens it up, runs into Fitzgibbon. 2 tackles gone. Wigan are about 14 metres out, pretty central. O'Neill in at dummy half, goes left to French. French fakes the pass there to Dupree. Walters is trying to get over the line there. The posts will be in his way for a start off, so you're going no further. He's about a yard out. Wigan trying to come down this left side. Good diving ankle tap from Holroyd. Puts Field to the floor. O'Neill in at dummy half. Back to Smith. Smith puts a little chip kick in. Kieran. Adam Kieran challenged for the ball. Won the ball, but didn't really have it in good. He didn't really have it in close to him, and it looked like it was knocked out of his hand. 2 players in the tackle as well there. So what's the referee going to do? Yeah, it was Lindop who got involved as well. Referee says that's the handover. So Leyland in at dummy half. Warrington Wolves will be starting from their own 10. Driven in just short of their own 20. Ellis and Walters in the tackle there. Powell in at dummy half. Substitution come on there for Warrington. I think is it Allison? Just over their own 30. 4 tackles gone. They're going to be kicking from deep here, our Warrington Wolves. Powell at dummy half. Kick comes in. It's not going to be a 40-20. We're just outside the 40 anyway. Picked up by Field. Field drives it forward. Met by Holroyd. We're going to be starting 15 yards out. Wardle drives it up to the 20. 2 tackles gone. Marshall's getting involved. He's over the 30. Cruz Leeming's come on. Over the 40, just short of the halfway line. Walters. He's about 45 yards out. 5th tackle coming up, so Smith's going to be kicking. He kicks, puts a high bomb in. It's going to land about the 20-yard line. Knocked on by Dufty. Another mistake from Warrington Wolves. And Wigan being the masters of scoring before half-time. Could this be the opportunity they're looking for? Not actually. We're only coming up to 32 minutes, so it's not exactly getting ready for the half-time hooter to go, but Wigan are well known for it, aren't they? Once you get into that 38-minute period in that first half, always lethal. The opposition may be thinking about having a cup of tea and an orange, and Wigan are thinking about, let's go and get another 4-6 points before half-time. Wigan coming down that right-hand side. It was Kieran who was tackled, leaning in at dummy half, spreads it left to Smith, to Ellis, to Walters. Walters was a bit static, so he's put to the floor on Warrington's 10-yard line. Leaning in at dummy half again. Missed pass for Dupree to Thompson. Now it's with French. Little pass inside to Farrell. Had a little bobble as he took the ball, and that kind of dulled his momentum forward, but he's about 4 metres out. Now we're coming down the left-hand side for Wigan. They've got numbers, but Fields tackled man and ball. Surely that'll be a knock-on for Wigan Warriors. No, referee says play on. Now Wardle's getting a little bit antsy. It's just getting a little bit niggly, this game. Maybe a few leftovers from when they went to Las Vegas. Field bounces off 2 tackles there. Eventually he's put on the floor by Allison. In at dummy half is Lehman. This is the 5th tackle. Smith puts the kick in towards Marshall on this left-hand side. And Sember's picked it up. A little pass inside to Lehman. Lehman over the line, puts the ball down. This will definitely be going upstairs. And and good luck to the video referee in sorting this out. On-field decision's got to be no try, surely. Yeah, on-field decision is no try. So what's gone on here now? So we're on tackle 5. So everybody to the left of Smith is on side. You've got Nsemba, Wardle and Marshall. So going up, challenging for the ball is Wardle. He's trying to bat it back towards Nsemba. Nsemba picks the ball up. They're trying to say that Nsemba stopped the Warrington Wolves player from getting to the ball. No, he didn't. Yeah, Nsemba has initiated contact, shall we say, before the ball was in the Warrington Wolves players' possession. Yeah, they're not going to the ground, and it'll be no try. Yeah, no try. So it stays Wigan 12, Warrington 4. 33.5 minutes gone in this first half. It was minimal contact by Nsemba though. Contact is contact, I suppose, but I'll tell you what, you get a feeling they've got away with one there of Warrington Wolves. So they drive that ball in, up to their own 40. Powell's in at dummy half. Is it Harrison? I think it's Harrison driving it in for Warrington. Yeah, they've knocked it on Warrington there. Yeah, it is Harrison. Easy to spot with his bald head. Duffy with a pass to Lindop, but Lindop, he was behind him and he just knocked it forward. Could have kept hold of the ball there, really. Plenty of time to go and plenty of tackles to go in this set for Warrington. Almost panicking. So it'll be a scrum. Head and feed to Wigan on their own 40. Just a little bit of messing about there in the scrum. Definitely ill feeling between these two teams. Smith puts a kick in straight from the back of the scrum. Nobody at home. It's a foot race between Field yeah, Hewlett does well there. Just manages to get the ball and get out of his in-goal area by half a yard. So you can see what Wigan were trying to do there. But Wolves were up for the challenge. They're bringing the ball forward there. Lindop almost up to his own 10. Can't get there though. 3 tackles gone. Powell in at dummy half. Shows confidence, doesn't it, though, to kick from the back of the scrum from Wigan Warriors. Powell in at dummy half, 25 yards out from his own goal line. It's going to be a deep kick on this 5th tackle. High kick comes in. Marshall will take it on his own 30. Comes in Field. Is he going to lay it off? No, he takes it to contact himself. Smith comes in at dummy half. Wigan will be starting from a good field position here. Offload to Miskey. Miskey is over his own 40. Just driven back, but Lehman in at dummy half. Thought about the pass to Farrell there, then kept hold of it himself. Now Farrell takes it forward from dummy half. About 35 yards out, centre field. 4 tackles completed. Lehman goes left to Smith to Nsemba. Nsemba looking for the offload. Can't get it away though. He's on Warrington's 20. 5th tackle coming up. Another set of 6. Crazy from Ty there. Another set of 6 for messing about at the play of the ball on the 5th tackle coming up. So we can get another set of 6. Talk about shooting yourself in your foot coming up to half time. Lehman running across the 10-yard line to his left-hand side. Missed pass out to Marshall. Marshall, can he get in there? Cuts inside. And as he tries changing the angle, he loses his footing and slips. So he's about 3 yards out. Wardle in at dummy half. Long pass to Field. Field to Lehman. Lehman, little kick through there, looking for Tyler Dupree. And all Tyler Dupree can do is knock it forward. It's then picked up by Lehman, but it's been knocked on. That won't be... Yeah, it was a little bit unlucky there. Fitzgibbon, if he hadn't have been involved in that tackle, it would have been a much easier take for Tyler Dupree, and that would have been another 4 points under the post for Wigan. As it is, 38 minutes gone. It's a Warrington scrum right under their own posts. Looks like we'll be going in at half-time with a 12 points to 4 lead for the Wigan Warriors. Lindop brings it forward. He's about 14 metres out. Oh, dear me, there's contact there between Dupree. I think it might have been, was it Fitzgibbon who even proper slipped? The contact was with the head, but I think he was so low, I think it was from Tyler Dupree's knee. Didn't look good, this, but clock's been stopped, 38 minutes, 44 seconds gone. I want to see what happened here again. It is from Fitzgibbon, but he went steaming into the tackle and slipped. And I think the contact is definitely below the waist, I'm saying, from Tyler Dupree. As in, Fitzgibbon's head made contact below Tyler Dupree's waist. Yeah, he's all right. He's up laughing. Tough old boy anyway, isn't he? Yeah, he literally slipped. And there was contact with Dupree's forearm, but his forearm was down by his side. Yeah, and this is where Dupree was dipping to make contact low down, and because Fitzgibbon had slipped and he was literally almost perpendicular. That's where the contact. Yeah, that's nothing more. That's nothing more than play on. They're not. Surely to God. They've given a penalty for this. If it's a penalty, then is it a yellow card for Dupree? No, they're saying there's 2 mitigating circumstances. But why is that a penalty? Because Fitzgibbon slips. I mean, he's literally where the contact was made. It was the height of Kieran's knee. So I mean, come on. So it's a penalty either way. No yellow card though. We move on. 2 mitigating circumstances apparently. 60 seconds to go. Warrington just inside their own half. Harrison drives it forward. He gets up to the halfway line, right on the centre spot. Trying to come down the right-hand side here. Now it's straightened up by Holroyd. He's just short of Wigan's 40. 3 tackles gone. Trying to come down that left-hand side. Short pass there to Fitzgibbon. He drives it over the 30. He's met by Dupree and Farrell. Who's in at dummy half. 4 tackles gone. Ooh. Bit of a juggle there by Warrington. 5th tackle coming up. They're on Wigan's 10. Coming down this right-hand side. Little rubber kick comes in. It's been knocked behind by Field, and that'll be the end of the first half. Is the clock going to stop before the goal line dropout? No, there's your half-time hooter. So at half-time, Wigan Warriors 12, Warrington Wolves 4. Do you know that first half is... let's just get rid of some of that background noise for you. Yeah, that first half epitomises Warrington Wolves' season. Inconsistent. They've been in decent field position and then they've knocked it on. I'm not sure what was going on in the tunnel there. They've took the camera off. I saw Smith and Nsemba turn round then like something was happening. So the camera went off and we've gone on to what was happening on the field, and now we've got a break. So maybe some more ill feeling in the tunnel. Who knows? Yeah, so inconsistent first half from Warrington. Wigan have not looked at the best, but to be honest, so they haven't needed to be. There's been a couple of disallowed tries in that first half from the video referee. One for Warrington, and which was quite easy. It was a clear knock on. One maybe not as straightforward, where Nsemba was adjudged to have initiated contact for a tackle before a player had the ball. All right. But yeah, Wigan have just edged that first half. I'm not sure what. Do you know, I think it was 15 minutes gone, Wigan had something like 76% possession. So at half time, I'm expecting Wigan to have had at least 60, 65% possession. Right, let's have a look. Is there any... Well, the stats will come up in a minute. We'll have a look then. There was a game that was played earlier on. So we'll go through, in a second, we'll go through the results from Magic Weekend. What I don't want to do is spoil it for you. So if you've recorded anything, just for the next minute or so, put your fingers in your ears. So earlier on, and Huddersfield, they played Hull FC. I didn't see all of the game, but I know that Hull FC were down to 10 men. Couldn't tell you how long for. But Huddersfield got the first points of the season on the board. They won by 12 points to 10. So not a good result for Hull FC, really, as they're just starting to slip off a little bit, you know, slip off the pace. Let's have a look at the standings currently. So as things stand, Hull FC are now in 5th place with 11 points. They've lost the last 3, Hull FC. They lost to Hull KR, they lost to Wigan Warriors, and they've now lost to Huddersfield. That's going to be disappointing for them. On the Magic Weekend yesterday, St Helens, they lost to Leeds by 4 points to 17. But the good news for Huddersfield, it moves them off the bottom of the table. Salford have got that title now. They got absolutely smashed yesterday, 54 points to 0 by Hull KR. I think we've still got to come, haven't we? Castleford, and I'm assuming it's going to be Castleford and Wakefield. It will be Castleford and Wakefield. Catalans, they got beat by Lee. That's a close game, that. 26 points to 24. So Lee remain in second place, just 3 points behind Hull KR. So if Wigan do win this, they will move into second place above Lee. But yeah, not a good result for Hull FC at all. We have got, by the way, 3 stream supporters. 3 stream supporters for today. We've got jalexpetproducts.co.uk, heavenlypleasures.co.uk, and removepests.co.uk. Links are in the description, along with the promo codes. Grab yourselves a bargain and use the promo code at checkout. There's 5%, 7%, 10% respectively. Like I said, click on the link and the details are there of what the promo codes are. Somebody's knocking at my door. I won't be answering that. If you joined us on Friday night, by the way, disappointing result for Wisła Krakow. Masters of their own downfall. We've gone from challenging for automatic promotion now to probably needing a win and a draw to definitely secure a playoff place. Frustrates me, that club. Quiet today as well. Not many views. No one's in live chat. 59% possession for Wigan Warriors in that first half. Wigan today, tell you that normally they have really good scrambling defence, but Warrington have put when they put Wigan under pressure and that scramble defence from Wigan, which is normally pretty good, they found ways around it, Warrington. So in this second half, if they can get the line breaks, easier said than done, I know, but there's a chance that Warrington put Wigan under pressure. Just showing the learning disc. Snooker being snooker. Learning, that'd be something to watch, wouldn't it? Learning this Super League. I know where the snookers come from because I'm watching it on that far corner. I won't mention it, don't worry. If you've recorded it and you don't want to know about the snooker, we won't mention it. Don't panic about that. I think why it's quiet and we're waiting for the second half, I might treat myself to a bag of crisp. I can edit that quiet bit out. Quick Scooby snack while it's half time. Players coming back out onto the pitch now. This second half, it's going to be Wigan kicking from left to right. Still waiting for Warrington Wolves to come out of the dressing room. You know, this second half wouldn't surprise me if Warrington cause a little bit of an upset or run Wigan close. We're good to go again now. We can get us back underway. Ratchford picks that ball up. Way after Taj, and then Wigan have been pinged here for a no arms tackle from Tyler Dupree, I think, or was it Kieran? Yeah, it was Adam Kieran. Went in with a shoulder, not attempting to wrap, so penalty awarded. Warrington will be starting on their own 40. Harrison drives it forward, just short of the halfway line. Powell's in at dummy half. Curry just over the halfway line. He's met by Cade Ellis and Cruz Lehman. Powell in at dummy half goes left. Barreling the tackle there. Warrington up to Wigan's 30. They broke the line with Taj. Luckily, Harry Smith gets some sort of a tackle in. 4 tackles gone. Thewlis misses the attempted tackle from Ellis, but he's then wrapped up by Walters. And Dupree. 5th tackle. Ratchford puts a high kick into the corner. It was won by Thewlis. He's still going to the right. They're in. Warrington have got in there. They kept that ball alive. I've got a feeling the referee's he's not gone upstairs. Blows his whistle. Points for try. Little bit lax there from Wigan. It was almost like it was Ty who got the ball down. It was almost like Wigan expected the whistle to go and didn't switch on for that second phase of play. So 2 minutes into the start of this second half, and on the scoreboard, Warrington had 4 points with a conversion to come. Not what Wigan would have been expecting, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure Matty Pete would have sent him out at the start of the second half and been saying, you know, keep it tight, don't do anything stupid. First play of the game, give a penalty away. Within 2 minutes, your lead has been pegged back by forward. Ratchford now is going to have it pegged back by good kick from Ratchford. Warrington moving that scoreboard now up to 10. Wigan 12, Warrington 10. Don't look impressed, Matty Pete, I've got to say. High kick comes in from Wigan from the restart. Warrington will be starting from inside their own 10. Up to their own 20 now. 3 tackles completed. Powell in at dummy half. Spreads it left. Ratchford keeps it going to Harrison. Harrison straightens it up for Warrington. Just short of their own 30. 4 tackles completed. Dufty drives it in. 5th tackle, so they're going to be kicking from deep inside their own half there, Warrington. Marshall picks that up about 18 yards out, drives it forward, and he's almost up to the 30. So decent field position for Wigan to be starting from. So Harry Smith's in at dummy half. Spreads it right to Miskey. Miskey drives it towards his own 40. Gets there with a little help from Walters. Fields in at dummy half now. Goes to Walters. Walters one out rugby. Drives it up to the halfway line. Just short. 3 tackles completed. Leeming in at dummy half. Spreads it to Ellis. Ellis to Dupree. Dupree gets tackled by Harrison. The ball flies up in the air. I'm not sure whether that was knocked out by Harrison or whether Dupree ever had control over that ball. Either way, it's an error by Wigan. And it'll be a scrum, head and feed to Warrington Wolves on the halfway line. But at the start of this second half, Wigan have not really come out of the changing rooms. Warrington, on the other hand, doesn't look impressed, Matty Pete, at all. No doubt all the Hull KR fans will be expecting, not expecting, I shouldn't say that, hoping that Warrington can do them a favour here. Dufty's trying to come down that right-hand side. He's scragged by Nsemba, and Nsemba tries dragging him into touch, but then realises he's too far away. Two tackles gone. Powell's in at dummy half. Warrington still just inside their own half. Powell once again goes left. Ratchford. Short past to Harrison. Harrison over the 30. Tackled by Walters and Farrell. 4 tackles completed. Walters got around there and tackled Powell. Was he stood square at marker? Referee says, yeah, nothing wrong with that. Powell disagrees, but the 5th tackle comes. They're going to have to put a kick in, are they? Curry down the middle, puts a kick in for himself, and Sember gets back, plucks the ball out of the air, then dives forward to get out of the in-goal area, and Wigan will be starting from right on their own goal line. Liam Marshall, he's trying to get towards his own 10, can't do it, he's driven back, makes about a yard. Miskey gets it over the 10, but that's 3 tackles completed already for Wigan, still deep inside their own half. Leeman inside to Kieran. Kieran drives it up to the 20. 4 tackles completed. Leeman to Ellis. Ellis trying to bulldoze his way to the 30, but he's driven back. So Wigan are going to be kicking from deep inside their own half here. Harry Smith kicks from about 25 yards out. Puts a long kick in. Fielded on the 20 by Dufty. He's over the 30. So Warrington now will be starting this set of 6 from their own 40. Good field position for Warrington. There's nowhere to go there. Crowd didn't like that tackle. Thought and Sember had gone high. Referee disagrees. It's play on. 3 tackles gone. Good set from Wigan. Defensive set so far. Four tackles gone, and they're just inside Wigan's 40 now. Now they're trying to come down this left-hand side. Harrison breaks the line. French is after him. Forward pass. Kind of panicked a little bit there again, Warrington, when they broke the line and Wigan were scrambling. It'd have been better off. I know hindsight, and you sat in an armchair, it's easy watching it. But Harrison would have been better there. Either he could have gone. He could have gone to the winger there as well. He chose the wrong option. Wigan have got away with one there, and a missed opportunity for Warrington Wolves. It'll be scrum, head and feed to Wigan about 15 yards out, centre field. Marshall drives it up to the 20. Leeming in at dummy half. Thompson's driving it up to Wigan's 40. Can't get there though. Good defence from Warrington. Stopping Wigan making any yardage after contact, really. Leeming in at dummy half. Farrell gets over the 40, and he did make a few yards there. In fact, he's on the halfway line now. Evan French. Wrapped up by Curry. Just short of Warrington's 40. 5th tackle coming in, so a high kick from Smith. Going Warrington's right. Oh, awful kick that. And it's literally taken by Warrington inches outside of their own goal line area. And it was Thewlis who did really well. That ball was swerving in the air. Swerving, swirling, whatever you want to say. Took it on his knees after he'd made the ground to get there. Wigan trying to put the pressure on now. Need to watch they don't get pinged for offside. Warrington just over their own 10 metres now. And that'll be 4 tackles gone. So it's going to be a deep, deep kick here from Warrington. Unless he can make some decent yardage on this next set from Dufty. This next tackle, sorry, from Dufty. Almost gets up to his own 20. So it's going to be a... long kick comes in. Marshall picks it up on his own 30. From Kieran drives it over the halfway line, gets to Warrington's 40. Lehman's in at dummy half. Short pass to Thompson. Thompson drives it over the 30, makes contact, then he's still going, gets to the 25-yard line. 3 tackles gone, and Sember just short of Warrington's 10. 4 tackles gone. Lehman in at dummy half. Harry Smith says he's going to put a kick in. No. Lays it back to Ellis. Ellis to French. French to Field. Field to Miskey on the touchline. All too easy for Wigan, that. They sucked Warrington in there, and as soon as there was that yard, there was probably 2 yards of space for Miskey. The pass is fired over to him, and he just strolls in and plonks the ball down. No Warrington playing near him. Set move, missed passes after 2 missed passes. Yeah, I'd have put that down myself with a bad back. So after 12.5 minutes of the second half, Wigan finally come to life. Wigan 16, Warrington 10. Conversion to come from Kieran. It's not a given, this conversion, because it'll be probably 2 yards in from the right-hand touchline. 7 tries so far this Super League season for Abbas Miskey for Wigan. Important conversion this for Kieran. It'd be a 2-score game then. Kick probability is 47%. So it's on the, he's a left-footed kicker, so it's on the right side for him, but it's a pretty acute angle, to say the least. Plenty of strapping still on Kieran's right leg as well. Oh, straight through the middle. What a kick that is from Kieran. Like I said, vital kick that. Not vital yet, but could be. Making it a 2-score game. Wigan 18, Warrington 10. 53.5 minutes gone. Which gets us back underway. Marshall picks it up from the kickoff, hands it off to Thompson. Thompson drives it forward. He's about 15 metres out. Leaning in at dummy half, spreads it right to Walters. Walters looks for a gap, then straightens it up. He's over the 20. He was met by Harrison. Leaning again goes right to Farrell. Farrell over the 30. Gets to about 32 yards. 3 tackles gone for Wigan. Jade Ellis driving it over the 40. Couldn't find the gap though. 4 tackles gone. Wigan still inside their own half just. Walters to Smith. Smith to Nsemba. Nsemba over halfway. About 45 yards out from Warrington's goal. Smith's going to put a high hanging kick in. Duffy's underneath it. Takes it well under pressure from Miskey, Wardle and Marshall. Warrington on their own. Almost a knock on there as well. On their own 10. Wigan defensive lines up quickly there. We've made 3 metres so far of Warrington. Just inside their own 25 yards now. About 25 yards out, 4 tackles completed. Kick comes in on the 4th. It's a high hanging kick, taken well by Field. Takes it about 23 yards out. He's already over the 30. Now he's running crossfield. Then he straightens it up, and Wigan will be starting just inside their own 40. Almost 56 minutes gone. Wigan 18, Warrington 10. Marshall drives it forward. Now it's driven in by Walters. He's flattened. Keeps hold of the ball though. Wigan just get over the halfway with Smith. Smith with a half break of the line there. Holroyd messing about the play of the ball. That'll be a Wigan penalty. You can't complain at that. You grabbed hold of his shirt round his neck and pulled him to the ground. Trying his best to argue it, but blimey, you don't have to be a rugby league aficionado to know that that's an illegal pull. All right, Harry Smith milked it a little bit, but crazy play from Warrington. So Wigan are on Warrington's 20. Leeming goes right to French. French to Thompson. Thompson drives it forward. He's about 15 yards out. Pretty central, maybe just to the right-hand side of the post. Leeming goes left to French. French will have to take the tackle there because Walters ran through the line and Bevan French looked. He should have just took the tackle. You know, take the tackle. Oh, there was no contact made from Walters, but you're not going to get away with that. Yeah. Totally deceived Vaughan. Silly play from French. He should have just took the tackle. As it is, Warrington are starting from their own 40 now after that penalty. Harvey Hill's come on. Warrington just on the halfway line. 2 tackles completed. Vaughan drives it forward. He's looking for the offload. He's wrapped up by Farrell though, and Hill, and French, and Leeming. Still going. He's up to the 40. Still going. Duffy trying to go around the outside on that far side. Driven into touch, is he by Wardle? No, just manages to stop himself short. 4 tackles gone. Rashford thought about the kick there. Now he launches with a long pass out. Once again. Viewless on this far side. It was Lindrop who had the ball in hand. Awful pass. And once again, Warrington Wolves have let Wigan off the hook. Wigan scrum. Head and feed. 15 yards out. Driven by Marshall. Up to the 20. Leeming in at dummy half. Spreads it right to Harvey Hill. Makes about a yard there. Tackled by Harrison. Thompson drives it forward. Over the 30. 3 tackles completed. Smith to Nsemba. Nsemba over the 40. Yeah, 6 again. Warrington Wolves messing about the play of the ball. Must be frustrating for the coaches for sure. Now Leeming, he's jinking and a jiving. Gets up to the 30. Warrington's 30. Adam Kieran's in at dummy half. 2 tackles completed. Spreads it left to Smith. Smith to Walters. Walters drives over the 30. About 28 metres out from Warrington's post now, Wigan. It's with Smith. Thompson. Over the 20. 4 tackles gone. Leeming goes right to Walters. Walters to Smith. To French. French trying to break the line there. Kieran was on his inside, begging for the ball, but he couldn't get his arms free. On the 5th tackle, Farrell goes himself, but he's held up in touch. It's a game of inches at times. Yeah, held up in goal, couldn't get the ball down, Farrell. For some reason, he's not the biggest of players, Farrell, but he just makes so much yardage after contact. So Warrington back in possession, on their own 10, under their own posts. Wigan's defensive line is up quickly. And they keep Warrington's advance down to the minimum. So they're kicking from deep. 3 tackles gone. They're still inside their own 20. Leyland, he's got 28. Is it 28 on it? 17 on his shirt. And he's got 27 marked down on here. Either way. Not mentioned him much, but he's definitely on the pitch. He's been involved a lot, but he's just got the wrong shirt number on. Kick comes in, fielded by Miski. Wigan are up to their own 30. Fielding at dummy half, 1 out to Marshall. Marshall drives it up to the 40. Even in at dummy half. Kieran drives it up and over the halfway line. Good drive there from Adam Kieran. Gets up quickly as well. Quick play of the ball. Lehman over the 40. 4 tackles gone from Wigan. Evan French spreads it left to Harvey Hill. Harvey Hill with an awful pass to Smith. It goes backwards, has it? No, it's been knocked on. Not a good pass from Harvey Hill. Yeah, it was a... Puts his hand to his head, Harvey Hill. Knows it wasn't a good pass. It'll be a scrum head and feed to Warrington. 62.5 minutes gone. Still Wigan 18, Warrington 10. Quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. Interchange coming here for Warrington. I think it's a head assessment for Crowther. Puts that ball in. Warrington get us back underway. Make no ground from the scrum. So they're on their own 30. Powell in at dummy half. Spreads it left. Yates gets up to the 40. Allroyd up to halfway. 3 tackles gone. Powell in at dummy half. Spreads it left. Ratchford. Oh, lovely pass from Ratchford there. Dufty, he's on the way to the corner. Scragged by Bevan French. Almost broke the line there, did Warrington. This is the 4th tackle. Offload from Vaughan. Now they're going down this right-hand side. Leyland thinks about the kick. Rashford picks it up. Is it 6 again? 6 again it is. There was a touch from a Wigan player there as the ball went backwards. So they'll be starting this next set from Wigan's 10. Vaughan drives it forward. He's stopped about 4 yards short. Powell with a poor pass, but still collected by Warrington. Driven in again under Wigan's posts, about 6 yards out. Powell, where's he going, left or right? He's going to go left. Pass in between everybody. It's picked up by Dufty. Dufty inside to Harrison. Harrison gets an offload there to Vaughan. Vaughan driving it forward. He gets an offload to Dufty. Now Warrington are going to try and come down the right-hand side. Nobody can get a proper hand on Dufty. He's going ever so close to that sideline. Hits the floor and digs his studs in. He doesn't want to be going out of the field of play. To Holroyd over Wigan's 10. 4 tackles gone. Powell's in at dummy half. Running out of tackles here now, Warrington. Now they're trying to come down the left-hand side. Ratchford with a long floated pass out there. What a pass to Thewlis from Ratchford. And the ball's gone. The ball's been put down, but was it a forward pass? It was a... Oh yeah, it was 3 yards forward. Lovely pass though from Ratchford. It was just the execution that was wrong. But Thewlis on the outside there had acres of space. He'll be frustrated with the quality of the pass, Ratchford, because it didn't need to go flat. He would have had chance to wait for the ball to come to him, Thewlis, and then drive towards the line. There was no Wigan player within 10 yards of him. So once again, Wigan get away with one due to Warrington's inability to execute. 2 tackles gone. Wigan are up to their own 20, centre field. Brad O'Neill's back on at dummy half. Spreads it right to Farrell. Farrell up to the 30. Harvey Hill goes up to the 40. Gets over the 40. Walters doesn't drive it in. He goes right to French. French gets away from the tackle of Harrison. He's over the halfway line. Gets an offload away to Walters. Walters to Smith. Smith to Nsemba. Nsemba, he's got Marshall on his outside. He cuts inside. He's holding the ball one-handed, looking for support now. Up to the 10-metre line of Warrington. 5th tackle for Wigan, so it's with Smith. Puts a kick to the corner. There's a race for French. Bounce wasn't kind. And has been knocked behind by Warrington. It has. So it'll be a goal line dropout. Yeah, the ball. It was funny to see Nsemba driving forward with the ball in one hand. I don't know how big his hands are, but they must be like shovels. 67 minutes gone still. Wigan 18, Warrington 10. Definitely Warrington have had the better of this second half, I would say, territory-wise. They've gone short from the goal line dropout, and Harvey Hill's picked it up 10 yards out. Brad O'Neill in at dummy half, so Wigan are going to be starting from a great field position now. O'Neill in at dummy half, goes left to Ellis, Ellis to Smith to Nsemba. Nsemba comes back across field, drives it forward. He's about 5 yards out from Warrington's post. O'Neill in at dummy half, Thompson's there waiting. Goes behind Thompson to Ellis. To French. Oh, and Wigan have made a right Horlicks of that again, and there's a chance for a break on here. Good recovery tackle there from French. It's going to be a penalty, is it? No. Got away with one, Wigan there. Awful play. And it's a good job he managed to get hold of Thewlis there, French, because he would have been away. As it stands, there's 3 tackles gone, and they're up to their own 40, Warrington. Vaughan drives it in. He's just short of halfway. Powell in at dummy half. Spreads it right. Leyland. Flat pass. Looked a little bit forward maybe to Ty. Referee says it was all right. Maybe it was the camera angle. 5th tackle. So Leyland puts a kick in 45 metres out. It's a high crossfield kick. Kieran lets it bounce. Then it's knocked on. Oh, and Kieran's running towards the try line. He's going to need support. No, he's not. He's... Oh, awful play by Warrington. It was a high kick that came in, a crossfield kick from Leyland. There was no player really near it. Kieran was kind of the closest Wigan player to it. It bounced back towards the Warrington players. And from there on, it was just a catalogue of errors from Warrington. So Kieran lets it bounce. Thewlis slips, throws the ball back in, straight to Kieran. Kieran cuts inside, and then Dufty with an awful attempt at a tackle. And Adam Kieran just goes over the try line and puts the ball down. Then gives it the old golf swing. Awful tackle, awful attempt at a tackle from Dufty, I'm afraid. Just like I said, a catalogue of errors from Warrington. They should have made lemonade from the bounce of the ball, and they made lemons. Wigan 22, Warrington 10. Difficult kick to come because once again it's going to be right on the touchline for Adam Kieran, but it is on the right side, so him being a left-footed kicker. Yeah, just looking in at Dufty there. He's looking disappointed with himself. Got handed off far too easily by Kieran. So this kick literally is on the touchline. It's 6 inches in. He's 3 from 3 though, Adam Kieran, this afternoon. Like I said, left-footed kicker from the right side, so it's on a good side for him. But this will be a difficult conversion. %47 probability that he gets this kick. Just plenty of distance on it. Just pulled it to the right-hand side of the post. So it remains Wigan 22, Warrington 10. Poor from Warrington. Like I said at half-time, the performance is like the season so far. It is inconsistent. Ratchford goes for a high. Knocked on. It was a short kick that was knocked on by Abasmiski. It'll be head and feed to Warrington. We'll be starting on Wigan's 30. Ty gets over the 30. Met by Nsemba and Wardle. Pulls in at dummy half. Made no yardage there. Driven back Warrington. Holroyd it was. Referee's making him go back to the mark. Powell goes left to Leyland. Three tackles gone. Powell in at dummy half. Just over Wigan's 20 now. 4 tackles gone. Powell goes to his left. Leyland goes back to Ratchford. Ratchford to Dufty. Pass inside to Thulis. Gets an offload Thulis there. Oh my word. Has that gone over the line? If it has, what a try. We're going upstairs to the video referee for this one for certain. Once again, on-field decision is a try. It's just this all in through the first half. Wigan scrambling defence, not the best. Yeah, that's a try, that. There's no double movement, that's for sure. For me, it's a try. And poor scrambling defence from Wigan. Once the offload comes in, Wigan struggle, and there was 2 offloads in that phase of play. And Warrington made the most of it. On-field decision, it's a try. Wigan 22, Warrington 14. Philbin it was who got over the line. It'll be an easy kick to come as well for Ratchford. So it all came from that kick-off from Ratchford. It wasn't one that went along the 10-metre line, the short kick. It was probably about 15 metres, 20 metres forward. But it was knocked on by Wigan. And the rest is history, as they say. 6 points to come for Warrington. Uders wins, and at the moment, Warrington made the most of the good fortune. Or the skill, I should say. Nothing fortunate. It was a planned move from the kick-off. So, Warrington back within 6 points. Thulis managed to get the offload off. Wigan didn't reset. And the next thing, the ball is over the goal line. 6 points coming Warrington's way. Did really well there, Philbin. Wigan get us back underway. Rashford takes the ball on his own 5. Still inside their own 10. 2 tackles gone. Powell's in at dummy half. 74 minutes gone. Spreads it left to Vaughan. Vaughan's over the 20. Gets an offload there to Dufty. Dufty. He's broke the line. He's only got field to beat. He goes to the left of him. He's going to have to come inside. Gets a pass inside. What a try from Warrington. Thulis gets in at the corner. Game on. 75 minutes gone. Could we be going to Golden Point once more with Wigan? Wigan 22, Warrington 20. I had a feeling at half-time this was coming. And the kick to come. 3 tries this Super League season so far for Jake Thulis. It was Vaughan who drove the ball. He got the offload to Dufty. Brad O'Neill got pushed off by Dufty, bounced him off. Field made the tackle, and an awful attempt at a tackle from Abbas Miski. He looked at the floor like, what have I just done? And the rest is history. Real important kick to come this now for Warrington. I will be putting the highlights of this match in the description. I'll put a link to it. But that was fantastic play by Warrington. And they've had numerous situations similar to that where they've scored from, where they've blown it as well. So, like I said, keep saying it, but they are inconsistent. Big kick for Stefan Ratchford. 2 from 3 so far this afternoon. It's right on the touchline. He's pulled it to the left-hand side of the post if you're a Warrington fan. That's going to make this next just under 4 minutes difficult. What do Wigan do here now? Put the ball up your jumper, go for territory, try and keep Warrington down that far end. It's a 2-point ball game. Wigan 22, Warrington 20. Harry Smith gets us back underway. It's taken on the 10-yard line by Ratchford. Long speculative pass in field. What has he done there to Dufty? And Dufty's took the ball. Wigan have just driven him over his own goal line. And it'll be a goal line dropout. What on earth did Ratchford do that for? I honestly don't know why Ratchford did this. Dufty was stationary. The Wigan defence was up. As soon as Dufty took the ball, he was enveloped and just driven over his own goal line. He took the ball about 6 yards out. Wardle got there and Sember, and that's just crazy from Ratchford. I don't know why he did that. There we go again. Inconsistent decisions. Now he's gone for a goal line dropout that's gone, a short goal line dropout to the 10, and it's gone about 2 yards. Oh dear. They've done all the hard work, have Warrington, and now it's a Wigan penalty. The clock's ticking down as well, 77. Ratchford's just had brain fade this last 60 seconds. Such an experienced player as well, you wouldn't be expecting that. Oh dear. It is all unfolding now for Warrington. Thompson drives it in. He's going to be stopped about 2 yards short of the line. The clock is ticking. Brad O'Neill in at dummy half. He goes left to Smith. Smith with a short pass to Wardle. Wardle's tackled on the 10-metre line. It doesn't matter for Wigan. They're just playing that clock down now. They'll take the time at every play of the ball. Smith to O'Neill. O'Neill to Thompson. Ellis is over the 10. Takes a tackle. 4 tackles completed. 78 minutes, 20 seconds gone. Now it's with Smith. Short pass to Thompson. Thompson driving towards the line. He's stopped about 2 yards short. 5th tackle coming up here for Wigan. What do they do? They go right to Bevan French. French dummies the pass. He'll be quite happy to be taken into touch here. That'll kill the clock a little bit more. Yep, French has gone into touch, but that clock is ticking. 78, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. So it's going to be Warrington starting from their own 10 with 60 seconds to go and 6 tackles. Wigan get the defensive line set. Horn drives it forward. He's just short of his own 20. He's knocked it on. Has he? No, he's not knocked it on. No, I don't know what was going on there. Over their own 30 now, Warrington. Wigan not rushing up now. They're just kind of keeping that defensive line set. Dufty. Bevan French. Dufty's knocked it on. Kieran's picked it up. He's going towards the sideline. 25 seconds to go. Once again, another mistake from Warrington. And it's Wigan will just see these final couple of plays out. And my bet will be up by half a point. I had under 42.5. And we're on 42. Hopefully nobody goes for a cheeky drop goal at the end. There we go. There's a hooter. Marshall drives it in. Wigan Warriors scrape home. 22 points to 20. I've got to say, not the most convincing performance from Wigan, but a good performance in a way from Warrington, just littered with mistakes. Cut them out and they'll start moving up the table. Right, on that note, I will say, well done Wigan Warriors. Commiserations to the Warrington Wolves. We don't want that on if you're watching the football. Let's get rid of that. There we go. So, yeah, we've had 3 stream supporters for today. jalixpetproducts.co.uk, heavenlypleasures.co.uk and removepest.co.uk. Links are in the description, along with the promo codes, 5%, 7%, 10%. Use them at checkout and grab yourselves a bargain. Thanks for watching me today. It's been quiet, but it's a bank holiday weekend. So if you haven't done so before, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that'll be superb. The next live stream we've got scheduled will be Wisła Kraków. I think it's on Friday, 7:30 kickoff. Don't quote me on that, but if you ping that notifications bell, you won't miss a thing. All that's left for me to say now is I am Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live First. Thanks for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your bank holiday weekend. We'll see you soon.